What is up, awesome people? Today we have the honor of interviewing a special artist called Blackknight, and we are here in his home studio where we are going to ask him some questions. So, if you guys would give a huge round of applause for the Blackknight.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
So, Blackknight, how did you get into music?
There's a lot to it. A lot to how I got into music. So it started when growing up, my dad played a lot of type of music, but the one that stuck out to me was bluegrass. I remember listening to it, and my dad's grandfather actually played in the bluegrass band before. And we used to play that a lot. We would jam out to it in his old van that like only one door worked on the whole thing. Then a couple years later, I got into Christian rock, into worship. And the funniest part was that after all that, still listening to all the type of music that's coming out. My mom got this Alexa for, I think, her birthday or for Christmas. I forgot what it was. And we loved it. We loved just sitting there asking it, like, play this song, play this song. But one day me and my youngest sister were just in the kitchen asking Alexa for songs. And she said, "Oh, I have this great song for you." And I was like, "Okay, play it." And she said, "Alexa, play Alone by Marshmello." And not even halfway through the song, I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, I have to add this to my playlist. And that was the first song that wanted me to do this. I listened to his music. It always keeps me going and not to give up on it.
That leads into the next one. So, with Marshmello being one of the first that kind of drew you to the music that you do now, is he one of many influences, or what influences you in your music?
There's a couple. Marshmello was the first one. Then it was like Alan Walker, Duck Sauce, good music. But the one that really kept it too was like the Christian rap. And like some of that EDM Christian stuff that I really got into, and that's really what helped step it up. Understand, like, even though that this music isn't Christian, I still liked it. But what completed it was the Christian music that helped me understand more of it.
With Christian music, obviously God plays a big part into your music as well.
Really, it really does.
When did the Blackknight get introduced to the music scene? When did you start this project and all of your music?
Wow, that I have to go back from that. It started off maybe 2-ish years, maybe 2.5. I started playing guitar, and I was like, oh, I might get into it and all that. But it's like, oh, I couldn't get in guitar. My hands wouldn't do it right. And I couldn't place it right. And I tried so much just trying to get into it. But I was like, all right, I want to try something different, something I know what I can do. Then I started looking at DJ. It was so much easier. So much easier that I could get than playing a guitar was. And that Christmas, I didn't even ask for anything for music. And my parents came out with 2 little monitor speakers and my first little DJ board. And that was the beginning of it.
Very nice. So being new on the music scene, and obviously to Rockin' Customs, how would you describe your music to those that don't know Blackknight?
Well, I think music is really important to a lot of people's life, especially like all my music isn't this specifically the same genre. I have literally right now 3 songs out called Peaceful, and they're all like slow moving songs. And I have funk, and it's a type of music that's supposed to get attention. And I got trap, EDM, and a lot of other stuff on there.
Through this style of music, you have many different genres that you do as you DJ. What is your specific message that you're trying to get out? Do you have a specific message that you want to portray through your music?
Just to touch people that need it, because some music helps people that like are lonely, depressed, and sad. And I think the music I'm trying to do is supposed to help those people that need it the most, give them that spirit that they're not alone.
With your music journey only being a few years old, have you faced any challenges along the way?
There's been a couple, mostly between buying equipment because it's really hard, and coming to places like where like the softwares you especially use for music get out of range where you need to step it up. And sometimes I was stuck on a time period where I didn't post a song within a month, and I usually post maybe 3, maybe 4 songs a month, and it was a whole month of no music because I couldn't get the right stuff out and I couldn't get it right.
That challenge came through not having the correct gear.
Yes.
So during that time, what did you do to get past that challenge?
I prayed a lot about it and worked for what I had to. And mostly the prayer helped a lot because it was able to get me the money I needed to buy it. I made $1,000 job and I bought the equipment I needed for it in my software, and it was a miracle because it just was out of middle of nowhere, like not expecting it. And when it came, I was like, wow, this is not just some ordinary thing that happened. It was a God moment. And that helped me get what I needed.
So if you guys do like what you hear with the Blackknight music, then you can pitch towards that and help get gear to fund that. And if you are interested, we will find a way. Just reach out to us.
Thank you.
Do you have any up and coming projects or things that you're looking forward to in the future with your music?
I actually do. So, one, I have a new song coming out called Hyped Up, and it's a mixture between trap and EDM. Something I thought I never was going to get into because trap is a little bit different than what EDM is, because EDM is more like that upbeat. Trap is more like the hard kicks and slow beat. But I was able to put one up, and hopefully soon I'll have that out. And the second one was I had a song out called Shadows, and why I named it that is because it just sounded like what it would sound like if you were in the shadows or something.
That's pretty cool. And you are coming onto Spotify soon, correct?
Yes.
How do you create your songs? Like, what is the process in coming from nothing to the awesome things you do?
There's a lot to that subject because for my ear in music, I'm able to hear like the drums, the chorus, the lyrics, everything so well that I'm able to put something together, even if it's different type of genre in music, like EDM, trap, like even the blues. Putting something together in music like that would sound hard to people that don't know how to do it. But for me, it's actually pretty easy because I understand it a lot. Even though I didn't go to like school what all these other big artists have done, I did this technically on my own.
Yeah, that's pretty cool because it's almost, you hear the sound, you can say, oh, these two can go together, but also like you have this feel for it. And so when you probably start out, you get that feel of, oh, this song could use blues, and then, oh wait, this blues thing can use some trap with it, and then you're just kind of mixing all together with just this how he feels is what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Not a lot of people have that. I don't have that to tell you the truth. It doesn't come out that way. Like we said earlier, you're still on the newer side, the beginning of your music journey. What advice would you give people that want to start in music, maybe DJing? What would you tell them if they haven't started yet, or even if they're at the beginning? Like, what advice would you want to give them?
I have done so much research into DJing. Not all DJ is the same. There's different kinds. You got people that take music like effects and packs together and make a song right there and then. For me, I do my music and I play it plus other people's music in front of people, then taking samples of bass, kick, all this, and putting it together in something in like the public really, really fast. It's completely different. Even scratch beating is different when they say that in DJ. And if you have the ear and the courage of doing it, just don't let it go to waste. Because I've seen it before happen. And people that like are really good at singing, you don't want that to go to waste. Because I know someone right now that is the best voice I've ever heard. I keep telling them, you got to, because if you just let it waste, you're not going to get that chance to do it. That's why I always keep praying and listening to the songs that helped me not to forget it, where I don't lose interest in it, but I keep going farther in it. And I've been able to unlock a lot more than I've done before in the past couple of months and even years.
With you realize this potential of, hey, I hear these different sounds. This song will go with that song. Where did you go from there to not let it go to waste? Did you have people pushing behind you, like you're wanting to push, or like what did that look like?
I have a lot of family that's helped me past stuff that I wasn't able to, and their courage and helping me get to where I am now is the thing I'm really thankful for, because with their courage of, oh, this song is awesome, like really awesome, it gives me that like spark in my soul that someone loved that song. And that's what keeps me going, where it's not stopping. Of course, I got songs out there, like one of my songs only has probably 6-7 views because it didn't do well, because I didn't do it right. But I have a song that right now that's like almost 400 views. I was like, that's what I am going for. But I don't let those little views break me down. I keep going further till I do it right.
Right. No, that's good. So definitely, if you see a potential in yourself, make sure you have a good community around you to bring it further and stuff. And it's good. And I'm glad you had that in your journey, and you still do. Is there anything that you wanted to bring up that we didn't talk about, or just anything along those lines?
My music right now is all just instrumental. No singing in it. And I'm praying one day God would give me someone that I'll be able to put lyrics into. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to let that go. I'm going to believe that it'll happen, because I think when I start getting lyrics into my music, it's going to unlock a lot more than my music is just regular music case.
So, thank you so much, Blackknight, for this interview, your time. Where can people find you?
YouTube. The way to find me is kind of hard because there's some other names that have the Blackknight in it, but mine is kind of spelled a little bit different.
Cool. And we'll definitely put a link in the description to that song in your channel. That will lead to one day be Spotify. It's one day soon, so we can't wait for that. And just once again, thank you for your time and your music. Keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you.